Yes, welcome. This is Mwalimu Jeff Bama. We are going to discuss Social Studies, Grade 7, the first strand, which is personal development. And the sub-strand that we will start with is self-exploration. Before that, we have to look at the specific outcomes, specific learning outcomes in this particular sub-strand or the first sub-strand of this strand. By the end of the substrand, the learner should be able to explore personal abilities and interests for holistic development. B, the learner should be able to develop personal values for a steady personality. C, manage emotions in day-to-day life. D, appreciate personal awareness in day-to-day life. The key inquiry question in this substrand is how can personal abilities and interests influence career choices? The learning resources that are required in this particular substrand include print materials or learners' textbooks. Digital devices also required. We are going straight to this particular substrand, and we start by exploring or by brainstorming on the substrand self-exploration. What is self-exploration? We ought to understand that this is the practice of examining your own thoughts, feelings, values, beliefs, identity, background, views, and emotions with the purpose of better understanding yourself. Remember, the purpose of self-exploration is to determine the gap between what you are and what you really want to be. It is a process of focusing attention on ourselves. We have what we call personal abilities and interests for self-improvement. How can one improve oneself? How can you improve oneself? One can improve themselves through various personal abilities and interests, such as setting goals, learning new skills, practicing self-care, surrounding yourself with positive people, and embracing change. Those are some of the ways in which one can improve oneself. Some of the ways in which you can improve yourself as a person. Remember, setting a goal or setting goal in decision making can also help one to improve as an individual. So this now is taking us to another part where we're going to look at setting goal in decision making in career choices. How do you set a goal in decision making strategy? How do you set a goal in decision making strategy? Remember, the first thing you have to do is to define the goal. You have to define the goal. Secondly, you have to know your alternatives. Thirdly, you must gather enough information about your goal. Another thing you have to consider is you have to look at the consequences. Another thing is determine the plan of action or the steps needed to achieve your goal. You can use a formula we call SMART or SMART methodology. When you use SMART methodology, it is easy for you to achieve your goals. And SMART stands for S, specific, M, measurable, A, achievable, R, realistic, and T, timely. Now we are going to look at something else here. Career opportunities which are related to social studies. We have some career opportunities related to social studies, and they include the following. One, we have what we call law. Law, one can be an advocate or a lawyer. We have geology. Geology is the study of the earth. That is a career opportunity. We have museology. Museology is the study of museums. We also have another one we call cartography. Cartography is the science or practice of drawing maps. It is the science of drawing maps. That is how it is called. And as we go by, we have to also understand that we have urban planning as a career opportunity. And what is urban planning? The process of developing and designing urban areas to meet the needs of a community. That an urban area is designed in such a way that it can meet the needs of a community or a given community that settles in that given urban area. We have meteorology and climatology. This is the study of atmosphere and weather pattern over time. Aviation is another career opportunity which refers to the development and operation of aircrafts. We also have archaeology, which is the study of human past using material remains. We also have another career opportunity, which is medicine. It is a science practice of taking care of patients by managing and also diagnosing them. Teaching is also another career that we expect, just like I'm doing. It is passing of knowledge to others as a profession. That is also a career opportunity in social studies. We also have others like survey, where one becomes a surveyor. We have engineering, where a person becomes an engineer, among others. So that marks the end of the first substrand, self-exploration. Now we're going to look at the second substrand. And the second substrand, as you understand, as I stated earlier, the second substrand is entrepreneurial opportunities in social studies. Remember, social studies has got entrepreneurial opportunities. Apart from having what we call career opportunities, we also have entrepreneurial opportunities. And the specific learning outcomes that we have from this second substrand include by the end of the substrand, the learner should be able to A, identify entrepreneurial opportunities that closely match their personality. B, describe requirements for social entrepreneurial opportunities in the world of work. The third one is appreciate entrepreneurial opportunities in social studies. And some of the learning resources we require in this particular substrand include charts, posters, digital devices, and a resource person. A resource person is required here to give some information. The key inquiry question that we have here, we have two inquiry questions here. One is, what is entrepreneurship? The second question is, which entrepreneurial opportunities exist in society? Those are some of the questions that are asked here. So as we go by, we have to understand some of these entrepreneurial opportunities in social studies. Some of the examples include: one, we have pottery, we have basketry, we have ecotourism, we have horticulture, we have agroforestry, fishing, dairy farming, among others. Remember, entrepreneurial opportunities, they refer to the opportunities that a person creates, not a career opportunity. Remember, in a career opportunity, it is just like an employment. But in an entrepreneurial opportunity, it is an innovation of a person, that a person comes up with entrepreneurial ideas or business ideas that create an opportunity. So, as we continue, we have another question that we should respond to in this particular part, that gender stereotypes are associated with career choices and entrepreneurial opportunities in social studies. We have to discuss this part and understand better that people have different views regarding the roles of careers chosen by women or men. Some people believe that certain careers or entrepreneurial opportunities belong to a given gender, male or female. These are called gender stereotypes. Everyone has an equal opportunity or chance to study their career of choice. They can also pursue a given entrepreneurial opportunities of their choice. We have to understand some of these terms like gender. What does gender mean? This is the state of being male or female in relation to social and cultural roles. We also have another key word here, which is stereotypes. Stereotypes are fixed general ideas or images that assume that a person behaves in a particular way. Remember, stereotypes limit aspirations and development of talents. They limit aspirations and development of talents. They create gender differences. Those are stereotypes. They create gender differences. These gender differences ought to be addressed using appropriate strategies. There are appropriate strategies that can be used to address stereotypes or gender stereotypes or gender differences. There's another term also we need to understand what it means, the word strategy. What does strategy refer to? This is a careful plan or method of dealing with an issue. We can address gender stereotypes in career and entrepreneurial opportunities related to social studies through the following strategies. One, these are the strategies that we can use to address gender stereotypes in career and entrepreneurial opportunities related to social studies. The first one is committing and encouraging both male and females to take a full range of careers and business opportunities. Committing and encouraging both male and females to take a full range of careers and business opportunities. Secondly, ensuring representation of both genders in leadership, that both genders should be represented in leadership. Another one is treating both genders, that is, both males and females, equally by using texts and circulars that does not promote or do not promote gender bias. If that can be done, then uh, there will be no stereotypes. And then another one is developing what we call policies, laws, and decision-making processes that represent both males and females. There is also another part that we have to look at, which is recognizing biological differences devoid of stereotypes in career choices and entrepreneurial opportunities in social studies. There are biological differences between male and female people. Biological differences should never be a hindrance to one's career choice and entrepreneurial opportunities. Both male and female should be given equal opportunities to pursue their dreams. I think that marks the end of today's lesson. Thank you for following and listening. Remember to subscribe if you have not, and God bless you. Thank you so much for listening to Malim Jeff Bang.